I went through over 200 Dota 2 match on patch 7.39 just to find the best warding spots. Let's kick things off with the observer ward first. Okay guys, let me show you where is the best spot for the observer ward. The first is on this Russian position, because what that makes this ward is so powerful, because enemy cannot see the ward directly. Let me show you some case in this situation. If enemy put ward in this position and you had game and you still cannot see the ward directly because there is intrusion fog. So how to deal with the observer ward in this position? You need to check into the row speed so you can reward the ward. And this ward is so powerful because you can gain access to see the river. Also you can saw the rune in the top of the river, and this ward is almost too impossible to reward. So make sure you always put this ward every game you play, especially in low rank. I can guarantee you that enemy cannot reward this ward for sure. And also there is some ward that also near this position that very good for me. So the position is in this tree. So why this ward is so good? Because you gain some vision through this area, and you will get some information, and enemy is so hard to reward this ward. Even the enemy is had a sentry, they still cannot see this ward directly because there is a tree to cover the ward. So you can try this also, because I think you don't need a lot of uh, observer ward coverage area, but you need to make sure the ward is not the ward, so you get a lot of information. So the next is this position, and the ward position is like this. You can put an at this, and what makes this so good, because the ward is easy to place. You just need to walk into this position, and you don't need to risk your life to go enemy high ground, and you gain information from the river and also the bounty rune of dire enemy. So this word is so powerful for me. So the next is this word. So the word is so hard to reward, because even you had a true sight to see the word, but the tree around this area is cover up that observer ward, so you cannot reward that instantly. You need to cut the tree, or you need some spell that open this area. So this area is very good. Make sure you put on this position, because if you put more than that position, like in this, enemy can reward when they put sentry on this position, they can see the ward. So make sure you put in this position, it's so powerful. So the next word is this position. Why this word is so powerful? Because most of player will do this sentry position, right? Or maybe this position, and they still not cover the area for rewarding this ward. Even they cover it with this ward, uh, not every player know the position of the ward, and they not see this ward directly. They need to see the ward from this position, and not lot of player check it. So try this one, it's so good to check the enemy movement for going to Roshan. The next is this ward. So what thing of this ward is, you can see a lot of movement, especially enemy movement from mid to ganking your safe lane if you in the radiant. And also you have the knowledge, if enemy want to gank your mid or control rune, you had information. So this ward is so good and so hard to deward because you need to walk to this position to deward this ward, or you cannot deward because there is a lot of tree to cover the area. So not every player know about this. Also, there is some other option to get similar ward coverage area in this position, and this ward also is so good and not every player will deward this position because not all of players know about this. The next is this word is so underrated for me because you'll get information to the river, and you also gain information in the secret shop, and you will know if the enemy come or go out, come in or go out from triangle. So this word is so good because a lot of player will cover the area with sentry like this, and this word is not uh discovered by the sentry, right? So it's so good. The next is this word because you cannot see the word directly, and this word is gain the information of the rune. So this word is so powerful. You can combine this position and this position to gain the full control of power rune for your game, and the enemy had less chance to deward the observer. Trust me, guys. The next is what I like to do is toward this position. So the thing of this word is a lot of people is will play the sentry to reward the area, and they will not cover this area with sentry, and you get some free area to cover this information of the word. You just gain full control when you are not pushing to enemy tier 1 dire at the bottom lane. The next is about a lotus in the radiant or in the dire. Not of player will reward this word, and this word offer you information to gain information about enemy playing in the side lane of the map, because a lot of player will farming in this area, and with this information if the enemy dire wanna play behind and play in this area, they will walk from this, and yeah, you will get some information, and this coverage is so big, so you need try that one. And in this radiant side of jungle you can also try this ward because you cannot deward this area with sentry because the ward is in high ground, and you need to open the vision with courier or some spell of hero like ancient apparition ice vortex, or maybe with blinding light or illuminate for gain this vision of the ward for dewarded. But most of time this ward is will be undiscoverable. The next is this ward is quite good, decent word for me because you get some information, a little information in this area, especially in the early game. It's will gain you some information to gain enemy carry for farming in this area. And this word is so hard to deward because the position in the high ground, and lot of player will not deward that. The next is not in this area because a lot of player already know about this word, and a lot of player will place sentry like this, and for gain the same information of this word you can place this word at this position, and most of player will not reward this because they not often place word in this area, because if they put it in down they cannot see the word in the this hill, right? And most of player know about this, do know about this one, so you can try put on this area. The next is I like to put the word in this wall because you gain some information from these two camp, and a lot of player not see this well put on sentry. and this ward gain your information about this camp and this camp, so you get some information for ganking enemy carry, for farming and that position. And next one is this ward. Even the coverage is so small, just like this, but this ward is so hard to deward because lot of people will deward like this, and even they put the near of the hill like this, they still not reach the ward. So this ward is undiscoverable. You can try this one, or maybe you can try this one. It's so good. You can do both. And the next is this this one, because yeah, as you know, most of player plays this sentry, but in some high rank they will still use this and show the ward. But if you are on the low rank or below the immortal, you can try this ward. This ward is gain some information for pushing your enemy mid tower if you're playing as Dire. The next is this Lotus, as I mentioned, like the Radiant Lotus. This is the same. You just put observer in this, and you get a lot of information in this area, and get information if enemy is walking around this area, and gain information for ganking the enemy, right? And there is some also in this area that you get information about enemy walking into gate, and also information in this game. So the thing of this area, most of players do not see this ward, because most of people will ward like this and like this, and they not reward this, and it's so close to the rock and enemy so hard to see this, and also give full information of enemy camp of this toucan. Okay guys, we now at the sentry position, and in this section I will give you some sentry position for blocking enemy camp, for prevent them to pulling. So the first thing is to block this big camp, and you put on the corner of the box in here, and the creep will not spawn. And this ward is so hard to deward, because if enemy put sentry to unblock the camp, they don't gain information to hit this ward, because there is some tree block it. And if you wanna really to reward this ward, you can eat tango or get some quelling and cut this tree, and you can reward it. So you need to cut this tree to reward this sentry, but it's so hard to do that, because not all of player know about this, and even they know, not all of the hero had quelling or tango to open the area. And for this small camp, if you playing Dire and you want to block enemy from pulling the small camp, you can try this ward. Even this ward is not undiscoverable and still discoverable, but this ward will take some time for the enemy support for dewarding this ward. So you can try this. And also in the top of the map, what I like to do is, if you wanna to block the enemy big camp, you can cut this tree and place the sentry in this position, and enemy cannot unblock the camp if they don't cut this tree. And this is so powerful, but there is some counterplay about undeward for dewarding this area. So you can ask your carry, if you playing Dire, to cut this tree, and you can put sentry in here, so you gain full control of this area if you're playing as Dyer. So what this ward offer is, this sentry will not be the ward most of time, because not of all player know about this, and even they know it's so hard to find this ward. And if enemy place sentry to block the camp, you gain easy time to the ward, because you get full through sight of this camp, right? So you can try this, and if the enemy block this camp, you just need us to you carry or you tango to come this, and you hit the ward. It's so easy. And about this area, if you playing on the Dyer and you want to block the enemy from pulling the big camp, I like to put the sentry in this, because it's so hard to find this sentry in this area. You need to come to this area to the ward, and there is some creep to block, and there is some tree to block to you move to the position. So you need to try that. Okay guys, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Sorry if my English is not that good, because I still learning to improve my English skill with this video, and I hope I can see you again in a few days with the new video of education of Dota 2 that I know that I can share with you guys. So thank you.